Good evening, everyone. It is June 18th, 2018, and we just came out of a super new moon energy, and now we're in a transition phase right now. We're heading into the summer solstice and full moon coming up, and we also have two major eclipses, well, one major and one minor eclipse in July. So this is going to be a really big summer, very intense summer for a lot of people. So many people are feeling like that transition right now. Many people are feeling like, hey, what's happening? Because I feel like nothing's moving right now, but I feel like I'm in a transition. So let's see what the cards have in store for you for this week of June 18th, 2018. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. If you chose A, this is your card. You have the Four of Wands, all right? And then we have your advice card for A's, Ace of Swords. If you didn't choose yet, please choose A, B, or C. And Five of Swords for my B's. If you chose B, this is the Five of Swords. And your advice card is the Queen of Wands. We love the queens, right? If you chose C, we have the Page of Pentacles. And finally, your advice card is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so if you'd like to share this video with any friends that would like a little advice for the week, please feel free to do so. Anybody that wants to join, all they got to do is just pick A, B, or C and then listen for the guidance. Okay, so for my A's, you got the Four of Wands. So this week, you're making a commitment, all right? You're making a commitment to an idea. So that commitment could be about an idea for a new business or a project, or maybe doing something for your business. It's some type of idea, though. Or maybe it's an idea about what you want in life, or maybe it's an idea about a person you want in your life. So you're very committed this week. It's like you're finally able to feel like, I know what I want here, and I'm making the commitment to that idea. Okay, so maybe you're meditating on it, maybe you did meditate, or you're about to meditate on it, and you're about to get the information on the idea. But I'm definitely feeling some type of idea here, something you're committed to, something you're committing to this week. So the Four of Wands is all about the first stage of a commitment. It's not about later on, when everything's fine. It's more about the first stages of a commitment. So this week, you're making that commitment to this idea, whatever it might be. And so the Ace of Swords is saying, this idea is inspired and you need to focus on it. But again, we're in a transition stage right now. And so I'm not seeing a whole lot of movement with this idea. It's more just you need to flesh it out. So maybe, write about it or think about it or meditate on it. It's something very mental this week and making a commitment to it. But I'm not seeing you really move forward and having like this awe experience. It's more just like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it now. I'm making sense with this. Let's put it together. So it's more about communicating the idea, maybe communicating it to yourself, your higher self, communicating to a friend or a spirit guide. So this is like about gelling that idea in that first stage of commitment to that idea. So if you need to write about it or brainstorm about it or start on it or something, that this is a good week for it, okay? So this week, I'm just seeing a commitment. It's very general for you guys if you're A's. But again, what I'm getting here is that there's not a lot of movement this week, okay? So for my B's, we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is a card of feeling a loss, feeling betrayed, feeling like the universe is taking something from you or has taken something from you. You're looking back at the past. You're looking back at like, hey, what did I do wrong? Like, what's wrong with me? And that kind of thing. So this is more of a negative spin that you have going on if you chose B. So this week, you're just very focused on the loss and the betrayals and the more negative side of what's going on in your life. You're feeling like the universe maybe is not, really giving you things. It's more taking things from you. You're more focused on that. So for my B's, it's a very negative experience this week. And it might not be that that's like everything, maybe you're doing all right, but you're still focusing a little bit too much on the negative, the loss, the betrayals, just things that are not good for you, right? And because you are a little focused on that this week, or because it's going to happen this week, or somebody's going to betray you or do something to upset you and make you feel negative, the universe is saying that the Queen of Wands is your advice card. Now, the Queen of Wands is a card of intuition, a card of feminine strength. Okay. So feminine strength is emotional strength. So it's saying be the Queen of Wands. Use that archetype of the Leo. So this is a Leo card. You can see there's a lot of Leo symbols. You got the sunflower and the lions. You got the black cat down here. You got lions here, black cat. The black cat is like intuition. It's like tap into your intuition, hold on to your own inner truth, use the Leo energy of like brushing things off and just moving forward and not worrying about what anybody else is thinking or what they've done to you or what they're about to do to you, and just brush it off and move forward. So use your independence and use that, if you have a lot of Leo in you, this is great. Just tap into that Leo and use it. Now, if you don't have a lot of Leo in your chart, then think about what the Leo archetype is. The Leo archetype is strength, fire, moving forward, not worrying about what other people think. Use that archetype and really just, internalize it and say, this week I'm a Leo. This week I am brushing things off and I am going into my higher self and just feeling confident no matter what happens. And I'm just going to keep moving forward and focusing on things that, I want to do for myself or that I need to do, and not worry about, these losses, betrayals, and what the universe has taken from me. Because, this is a strength card. This is a card of inner strength. All right. So this week, the Queen of Wands is your advice card if you chose B. Now, if you chose C, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Now, the Page of Pentacles is about, you're going to maybe start focusing on a new promotion, a new proposal. I mean, this could be a proposal like of marriage, or this could be a proposal for a business idea or a project, something about making money probably, or it can be a promotion. All right. So anything financial, anything decision-making in terms of like something physical. This is an earth card. So this is physical, like an actual ring that you're going to give someone, or maybe get somebody to give you. Or it could be say something about money, right? So this is resources and physical type of stuff. You chose B? Okay, we just went over B. So if you did miss that, just watch the replay here in a few minutes. It doesn't take very long for these videos. So Page of Pentacles, though, is you're very focused this week on that proposal, on that promotion, or maybe it's going to happen this week. But I'm seeing definitely a big focus on it. And I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to happen this week. It's just more of a focus. Because then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So if you chose C, the Knight of Pentacles is you're thinking about it. Okay, so this is kind of your focus this week. I'm not really seeing a lot of movement. Again, I'm not seeing this like card move forward. I'm seeing more of just like a focus on it. Like you're really starting to think about it. You're really starting to put it together, that proposal or promotion or whatever. Maybe somebody says something to you about it. Maybe your boss at work says something to you about a possible promotion. So you're starting to work on it and you're starting to think about it. Or it could be that you have a project idea or a business idea and you want to propose it to someone and you're really thinking about it this week. So I'm seeing a lot of focus for my C's on this, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of movement yet. Okay, so I think that when we get to July, I think that's when everything's going to just hit the fan and everybody's going to have crisis and everybody's going to have things happening and coming to them and leaving and just big transitions as we get into July with the eclipses, July 13th and July 27th. We have solar and then a lunar eclipse, and the lunar eclipse is the biggest one in 120 years. So it's going to be huge, right? So everybody's going to really feel the effects in July, and we'll have Jupiter moving into direct out of retrograde, which is wonderful for lightening things up. We'll have Mercury going retrograde at the end of the month along with the lunar eclipse. So I'll talk more about that when we get into horoscopes. But for now, just know that this is kind of a stalemate time. This is kind of a transitionary time. And so a lot of people are feeling like, the transition. A lot of people are feeling like, hey, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm just kind of sitting here and like nothing's really happening. But that's the energies right now. A lot of people are feeling like that right now. There's not a whole lot of movement. Okay, so I'm just seeing more people focus on things and dealing with things and coming up with the ideas and fleshing those out and planning and really focusing. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of movement this week, all right? Now, that's different for everybody, and those cards are going to play out a little bit differently for everybody. But if you'd like a personal reading to see more about what you have going on personally, just let me know. You're welcome to message me on Facebook or my email. My Facebook is Brandy Joy TV. Thank you so much for joining. Feel free to share this with your friends if they need some guidance this week. I know it wasn't too extensive this week, but again, everybody just seems to kind of be in that flux stage right now. So there's not a whole lot of movement. All right. So I will see you on Wednesday with your horoscope of the weekend, and have a wonderful week. And I would love to hear from you. So if you want to tell me a little bit about how the cards are playing out for you at all, I love hearing some feedback. So yeah, anyways, have a great week, and I will see you Wednesday.